Jaya Radha Madhava, Jaya Kunja Bihari, Gopi Jana Vallabha, Girivaradari, Yasodanandana Brajajana Ranjana, Yasodanandana Brajajana Ranjana, Yamunatira Vannachari, Yamunatira Vannachari, Jaya Radha Madhava, Jaya Kunja Bihari, Yasodanandana Brajajana Ranjana, Yasodanandana Brajajana Ranjana, Yamunatira Vannachari, Yamunatira Vannachari, Jaya Radha Madhava, Jaya Kunja Bihari, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Jaya Radha Madhava, Madhava Sri Radhi, Nitai Gora Haribol, 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 Nitai Gora Haribol. Jai Sri Radha Ki Jai, Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai, Nitai Gora Premanandi, Haribol. Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 3, Verse 28. Ete chamsa kala pumsa, Krishna tu Bhagavan swayam, Indrari vyakulam lokam, mirdayanti yuge yuge. Ete chamsa kala pumsa, Krishna stu Bhagavan swayam, Indrari vyakulam lokam, mirdayanti yuge yuge. Ete, all this, cha and amsa, plenary portions, kala, portions of the plenary portions, pumsa, of the supreme, Krishna, Lord Krishna, tu, but, Bhagavan, the personality of Godhead, Swayam, in person, Indra Ari, the enemies of Indra, Vyakulam, disturbed, Lokam, all the planets, Mirdayanti, gives protection, Yuge Yuge, in different ages. Translation: all of the above mentioned incarnations are either plenary portions or portions of the plenary portions of the Lord. But Lord Sri Krishna is the original personality of Godhead. All of them appear on planets whenever there is a disturbance created by the atheist. The Lord incarnates to protect the theist. Purport. In this particular stanza, Lord Sri Krishna, the personality of Godhead, is distinguished from other incarnations. He is counted amongst the avatars or incarnation because out of his causeless mercy, the Lord descended from his transcendental abode. Avatara means one who descends. All the incarnation of the Lord, including the Lord himself, descend on the different planets of the material world as also in different species of life to fulfill particular missions. Sometimes he comes himself, and sometimes his different plenary portion or part of the plenary portions or his differentiated portions directly or indirectly empowered by him descends on this material world to execute certain specific functions. Originally, the Lord is full of all opulence, all prowess, all fame, all beauty, all knowledge, and all renunciation. When they are partly manifested through the plenary portions or part of the plenary portion, it should be noted that certain manifestations of his different powers are required for those particular functions. When in the room small electric bulbs are displayed, it does not mean that the electric powerhouse is limited by the small bulbs. The same powerhouse can supply power to operate large-scale industrial dynamos with greater volts. Similarly, the incarnation of the Lord displays limited powers because so much power is needed at that particular time. For example, Lord Parasurama and Lord Narasimha displayed unusual opulence by killing the disobedient Kshatriyas 21 times and killing the greatly powerful atheist Hiranyakasipu. Hiranyakasipu was so powerful that even the demigod in other planets would tremble simply by the unfavorable raising of his eyebrow. The demigods in the higher level of material existence many times excel the most well-to-do human beings in duration of life, beauty, wealth, paraphernalia, and its all other respects. Still they were afraid of Hiranyakasipu. Thus, we can simply imagine how powerful Hiranyakasipu was in this material world. But even Hiranyakasipu was cut into small pieces by the nails of Lord Narasimha. This means that anyone materially powerful cannot stand the strength of the Lord's nails. Similarly, Jamadagnya displayed the Lord's power to kill all the disobedient kings powerfully situated in their respective states. The Lord's empowered incarnation, Narada, and plenary incarnation, Varaha, as well as indirectly empowered Lord Buddha, created faith in the mass of people. The incarnation of Rama and Dwanvantari displayed his fame, and Balaram, Mohini, and Vamana exhibited his beauty. Dattatreya, Matsya, Kumara, and Kapila exhibited his transcendental knowledge. Nara and Narayana Rishis exhibited his renunciation. So, all the different incarnations of the Lord indirectly or directly manifested different features. But Lord Krishna, the primeval Lord, exhibited the complete feature of Godhead, and thus it is confirmed that he is the source of all other incarnations. And the most extraordinary feature exhibited by Lord Sri Krishna was his internal energetic manifestation of his pastimes with the cowherd girls. His pastimes with the gopis are all displayed of transcendental existence, bliss, and knowledge. Although these are manifested apparently as sex love, the specific attraction of his pastime with the gopis should never be misunderstood. The Bhagavatam relates this transcendental pastime in the 10th canto, and in order to reach the position to understand the transcendental nature of Lord Krishna's pastimes with the gopis, the Bhagavatam promotes the student gradually in 9 other cantos. According to Srila Jiva Goswami's statement, in accordance with authoritative sources, Lord Krishna is the source of all other incarnations. It is not that Lord Krishna has any source of incarnation. All the symptoms of the Supreme Truth in full are present in the person of Lord Sri Krishna. And in the Bhagavad Gita, the Lord emphatically declared that there is no truth greater than or equal to himself. In this stanza, the word Swayam is particularly mentioned to confirm that Lord Krishna has no other source than himself. Although in other places the incarnation are described as Bhagavan because of their specific functions. Nowhere are they declared to be the Supreme Personality. In this stanza, the word Swayam signifies the supremacy as the summum bonum. The summum bonum Krishna is one without a second. He himself has expanded himself in various parts, portions, and particles as Swayam Rupa, Swayam Prakasa, Tat Ekatma, Prabhava, Vaibhava, Vilasa, Avatara, Avesa, and Jivas, all provided with innumerable energy just suitable to the respective persons and personalities. Learned scholars in transcendental subjects have carefully analyzed the summum bonum Krishna to have 64 principal attributes. All the expansions of categories of the Lord possess only some percentage of these attributes, but Sri Krishna is the possessor of the attributes 100%, and his personal expansions such as Swayam Prakasa, Tat Ekatma up to the categories of the avatars who are all Vishnu Tattva possess up to 93% of these transcendental attributes. Lord Shiva, who is neither avatar nor avesa nor in between them, possesses almost 84% of the attributes. But the jivas or the individual living beings is different stages of life, possesses of the limit of 78% of the attributes. In the conditioned state of material existence, the living beings possesses these attributes in very minute quantity, varying in terms of the pious life of the living being. The most perfect of living being is Brahma, the supreme administrator of one universe. He possesses 78% of the attribute in full. All other demigods have the same attributes in less quantity, whereas human beings possesses the attribute in very minute quantity. The standard of perfection for a human being is to develop the attributes of up to 78% in full. The living being can never possess attributes like Shiva, Vishnu, or Lord Krishna. A living being can become godly by developing the 78% transcendental attributes in fullness, but he can never become a god like Shiva, Vishnu, or Krishna. He can become a Brahma in due course. The godly living beings who are all residents of the planets in the spiritual sky are eternal associates of God in different spiritual planets called Haridam and Maheshadam. Devoid of Lord Krishna, above all spiritual planets, is called Krishna Loka or Goloka Vrindavan. And the perfect living being, by the following 78% of the above attributes in fullness, can enter the planet of Krishna Loka after leaving the present material body. To send the Bhakti Vedanta of Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 3, Verse 20x. Jai Srimad Bhagavatam Mahapurana ki jai, Jai Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Nitai Gaura Premanandi. Haribol.